continues.
Well, 1 year ago today, the Yantic River flooded. Hundreds of people were evacuated from their homes and businesses were all but destroyed.
Now, a year later, there are plans in the works to try and prevent this from ever happening again. Channel 3's Luke Hydash is your reporter right now in New London County. He's live in Norwich tonight with more on what's being done. Luke?
Good evening. It was 1 year ago today that we were on the air here for many hours talking about things like mandatory evacuations. Where I'm standing was completely underwater. Today, the Yantic River is behaving itself. The level is much more what people are used to. And the plaza that's on the other side of the river here, the people who work over there, well, they remember a very different scene from 1 year ago. Busy Bee's Playhive is back to its old self.
Our community really came together, our friends and family, a lot of other businesses helped.
It took about 7 weeks of construction, but the indoor playground is back up and running. 1 year ago,
there it is, 29 inches.
The business took on feet of water. The plaza it's in flooded. Owner Keith Santor was at the Domino's next door, trapped, waiting to be rescued.
And we sat there and talked about what the next steps were going to be and what it was going to take to get the building back after being in 3 feet of water.
Heavy rain and melted snow were to blame.
Bad mix of unfortunate events.
In the 12 months since, the wheels are moving to try and keep the frantic Yantic on track.
We're kind of used to have maybe a half inch here, half inch there. Now you're getting 4 inches, 5 inches or more all in one event, and that's becoming more typical with climate change.
Helen Zinkalvich is the Director of Regional Planning for the Southeastern Connecticut Council of Governments, tasked with finding ways to prevent future flooding. Many ask about dredging.
It's an option that's pretty drastic from an ecological perspective.
And unlikely to happen. Upriver, there's the idea of creating a floodplain.
Where can we kind of direct water away from? So in those emergency kind of situations, it'll channel itself to a different area where it's okay to flood because there's nothing there.
Closer to the businesses downriver, the plan is to look closer at the buildings, see what can be done to add protection and keep water out should the Yantic flood again.
A flooding like that doesn't happen very often.
I would love to see something done about it.
SCOG is working with UConn on a study to come up with the best next steps. If all goes to plan, they'll present that to the community this summer. Your reporter live in Norwich, Luke Hydash, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, hard to believe that was a year ago already. Luke, thank you.